Hello, hi, welcome. We are live. I am Robin from Hooked by Robin, and I am joined this evening by the one and only Sarah-Jayne. Oh, that way, from Bella Coco. Now, if you did catch the bid, like my live stream when I scheduled it initially, and I had put, "Have you heard of Bella Coco?" I was being a little bit tongue in cheek because obviously everybody has heard of Bella Coco. So welcome, Sarah-Jayne, to the stream. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
I'm super anxious, so I'm going to try not to fangirl too much as well because Bella Coco. But I was just saying to Sarah-Jayne before we started that I've been getting really anxious preparing for this, and so I've decided to just throw all my preparations out the window and we are just going to wing it. So bear with us. I figured we could have a chat about the yarn, look at the colors, and if there's any time at the end, we will open up for a bit of a Q&A, but we'll see how we get on. So first up, Sarah-Jayne,
Yes.
who are you? If nobody knows who you are, which I highly doubt, who are you?
Well, you keep saying that, but I'm sure there's lots of people who do not know. So hello, my name is Sarah-Jayne. I am Jack is from Nottingham. Hi from Nottingham. I am the creator behind Bella Coco Crochet. So I have a YouTube channel, I have a blog, I'm on Instagram, on Facebook, or all of that. So I basically teach people how to crochet, share stitches, but also design patterns and create step-by-step tutorials for patterns. I have a book. I actually have two books, and most recently I have a yarn range, which is very exciting.
It actually is really, really exciting because I have no doubt that literally every single person that has ever picked up a crochet hook has dreamed of having their own yarn line. I don't even know where you would begin with colors and things like that. I was super fortunate that I was sent some of your yarn like ahead of schedule. So I have been playing with it and I am actually surrounded by it. You can see a tiny hint surrounded by it here on my sofa, and I have been playing with it. And so with your yarn, it's 100% merino, and I do not normally work with wool because I find that it's itchy. I don't like the sort of lanolin. Like, you know, I'm not really a natural fibers kind of a girl unless I'm being super bougie and I've got like a hand-dyed silk blend or something. So when it arrived, I will be brutally honest, I didn't think I was going to like it. I thought, well, it's, you know, fancy posh yarn. Let's have a look. So I just want to let everybody know, because there has been a lot of hype around your yarn and a lot of people saying how much they love it. I am not blowing smoke up your butt when I say I was very pleasantly surprised. And I really liked it. And your colors are just chef's kiss. I'm almost a little bit jealous that it isn't my yarn palette and my yarn. So I have been playing with it, and we can show you later what I've done, because I know you've got quite a lot of designer friends and whatnot who have been making up beautiful patterns, and you've made patterns. So I thought we could touch on that after. But I'm guessing most people are here because they want to see the yarn, right? And what's really special about this yarn, what if I hold your yarn so people actually see? What's really special is it is a Z twist. Now, I had no idea what was Z twist or S twist before, and of course it won't focus. Hang on. Oh, technical hit straight away. Look.
Thanks so much.
Oh, look at you. Look, the pro is in the house. So what is a Z twist? Can you explain what Z twist is?
Yeah, of course. And just going back slightly, when you said, you know, most people dream of having a yarn, and yeah, it's been a dream of mine for a very long time. So to be able to create something like this is just absolutely mind-blowing, and I'm still not quite over it. And I feel like it's only just beginning now, because people are only just being able to order it and get it in the hands. But yes, the Z twist was one of the things that I really wanted to have with this yarn, because I wanted there to be, you know, a difference, and I wanted to really have crocheters in mind with this. So if you're not familiar, basically most yarns that you find on the market are spun in an S twist. So as you look at the fibers of the yarn, the like diagonal line will go almost like an S. It's probably not doing it right because I'm
I
not
should have
sure.
brought the graphic, shouldn't I?
I'm not sure which way people will be seeing it as I do it on the screen, but basically if you think about an S and the way that the diagonal line comes, that is how most yarn is spun. So this is spun in a Z twist, which basically means it works really well when right-handed crocheters especially are crocheting with the yarn. Because of the nature of the stitches and how we work our stitches, it just really helps to stop any splitting within the yarn. Now, I'm seeing a few people say already, well, can knitters use this? Yes, absolutely. Just in the same way that crocheters can use S twist yarn, it just means that sometimes with some fibers it gets a little bit splitty, whereas this one doesn't. And
Absolutely did not split.
yeah, and if you're thinking, well, actually I'm a left-handed crocheter, so this is opposite for me, it still works up really beautifully. So yeah, it's a Z twist. But I think what makes this really nice as well is because it's the Z twist, it slightly alters the way that the yarn looks. So if you look really closely, actually it looks a little bit like chainette yarn.
You talk, I'll bring it to the camera.
Because some people were saying to me, oh yeah, it's a chainette, as they were trying it. I'm like, no, it's not a chainette. It's because the way that it's spun, it kind of slightly alters the texture of the yarn. But what this really does is it gives it beautiful stitch definition. So you get really lovely stitch definition, you get no splitting, and it works beautiful.
I can confirm cracking stitch definition. I also was sort of looking at it going, oh, it's classed as like a sport fine weight, and I'm a chunky lazy crocheter. But I actually used a 4.5mm crochet hook, and I almost felt like it feels like a double knit. I know it's not a double knit, but because it's so springy and like bouncy, is that an odd way of saying that yarn?
Yeah, I've done some projects with this, and I've used anywhere between a 3mm and a 5mm hook with this yarn. So yeah, I think the recommended that they have put is a 4.5mm.
Yes.
But yeah, you can use like a range. Yes, it is Hobbii. I've just seen somebody. Oh, Laurie. I think Laurie, did you join me last night? Hello again.
She did, yes. Hi. I was chatting to her last night on your launch. So if anybody wants to, obviously after this live stream, they can check out your launch party yesterday, because you had some amazing like designers on there that have all been working with your yarn and have come up with some beautiful patterns. And just, I mean, it's going to blow everybody out of the water. So I know you've got some amazing designers making beautiful garments and things, but you have to see one of the things I'm currently working on. I mean, look at this stunning.
Oh, it's
stunning.
beautiful.
I mean, I'm not being funny. This should be top of Move Over Hanjang Crochet with her stunning collection. You could have this.
Come
That's
on
one
now.
of the things I'm proudly working on.
It's a work in progress.
I was watching and I was like, oh, yeah, this is bad. I mean, I do have a project, but I was like, I've made it, essentially, my daughter said it looks like a tapeworm. So I don't know if that was what you were hoping for with your collection.
Listen,
but that's coming.
We follow the process. The process sometimes doesn't look neat and, you know, how we think, but it's the end result that matters.
I mean, that's probably going to take me forever, but I did make a start, and I laughed so hard. And when I brought it upstairs here, because I was like, I can show it. And I thought, why would I show?
Yeah, but now everybody's going to want you to show what it's like at the very end. So
I mean, that's months away, but I do have like I can show the stitch definition and whatnot after when we talk about like patterns and things. Sorry, I completely interrupted you.
No,
you were saying, oh, I do have a question actually. This is how you can tell I'm winging it entirely.
Yeah.
I noticed that you say Hobbii yarn, and I've always called it Hobbii yarn.
Yeah.
Which are you? Have I been saying it wrong this whole time?
So I actually had this conversation with Hobbii, and I think they do have a reel on their Instagram. It might be quite an old reel now, but I think they kind of say like Hobbii because
Oh,
obviously they're Danish. So yeah, I say Hobbii.
and I keep saying Hobbii. Hobbii sounds really weird.
But
Is
I
this
say
like a Shapier's type
Shapiers, yeah.
deal? But shall we take a look at the colours before I go too far off track? Because I do have a tendency to drift.
I will just say though, because you did mention about you being, you know, like you like the chunky and all of that, and I have very much always erred to the side of DK, Aran, chunky, you know. And actually, when I first thought about this yarn, it was originally going to be a DK. And then we went through loads of samples and we eventually ended on this. But this is actually classed as a category 2, which is a fine yarn, which is a sport weight. So it's in between like a fingering and a DK.
Oh, a DK. A whole new classification.
I know. So the thing is, if you order this yarn now, you actually might get a label that says Merino DK because that was designed originally.
Oh,
But
those would be worth a fortune.
so it says Merino DK, but then it says fine 2 on the back. So there was a little bit of a hiccup in production. However, if you get your hands on one of those, just keep that label because you don't know. One day it might
Stick it on
be.
eBay.
It might be worth some. I mean,
None of mine. I'm now looking. I'm a bit disappointed. None of mine say DK. Oh
no,
well.
because all of the. I mean, I can send you some, but I actually got some new labels like printed off, and they sent me a load of new labels. So my mum actually caringly sat there changing all the labels on all the balls of yarns that we sent out to everybody. So we can thank Mummy Coco for that.
And I hate to tell her, she wasted her time with me
Oh,
because
you just
look at these ratty things.
tell
The
me,
ones I've been working with
do you
are
keep your belly bands?
they are somewhere. I
Yeah.
couldn't tell you where. I
Because
can
I'm
send them back to you.
No, no. I just think I am terrible. I can't. I really struggle to actually throw belly bands away, even though I know I don't need them. But I'm like, oh, do I throw them? Let us know in the comments. Do you keep them? Do you hoard them like I do? Or do you throw them?
Straight in the recycling. I have no qualms about it. And I'm also a center puller, even if the yarn isn't center pull. So I'm such a trash goblin. So everybody's done these beautiful reels and photos of your lovely yarn all neatly like this. And I just tore into the bag, started working with it straight away, got rid of the yarn labels. And then I was like, oh, I can't be like, buy this yarn. Look at the state of this compared to how it should look. So some of mine look a little bit worse for wear, but I can help with the shades showing if monitors are different and things. I think we've both got quite different lighting, so I have no idea how it's going to show.
I mean, I did struggle last night actually, but I've turned them down a little bit, and I know to hold them a little bit further away tonight. So should we go through some colours then?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, so
Mummy Sarah-Jayne's in control now. Let's go.
If you have not seen anything about this range, essentially there are neutrals in this range, and then we also have, I mean, look at them.
I know. I'm ready.
They're really strong neutrals, aren't they? We also have so we have different color categories, but within that color category we also have the pastels. There we go. It's like we've practiced this. We've got pastels, which are so beautiful. We then have the mid-tones,
which are the ones I used for the scarf I will show in a bit.
Yes, you've got and then we also have the brights,
which are
and then as well as those there are so there's 30 solid colors and there's also 5 prints. So you probably can't see as well on this image here, but they're all the colors and all the numbers with the names and things. But as I go through this, you'll see like my thought process, because I was like, I had free reign with this basically.
That's
And
amazing. That's a dream, surely. That's got to be. How
we're
did
like,
you just
"What colours
pick
do you want?"
30?
I trawled through so many images that I would just like pull images from here, there, and everywhere. Like, oh, I like that, I like that, I like that. And then I started thinking about the colours and which colours I liked. And then I kind of just started building all of them together, and I started seeing this almost like a theme of having like a pastel and then a bright. And I thought, oh, then let's get a
So
mid-tone
clever.
in there.
It really is. It really is. That before I'd got the yarn, obviously you'd sent an email and I could see it. And I just went, oh, it's genius. The just the breaking it into pastels, midtones, brights. I was
Yeah,
like, they all go together, but
yeah,
that was honestly genius. And I
yeah.
was very jealous. I was like, now I can't steal that idea from
I mean, I wish I could say that I sat down and was like, I'm going to do this, but I
No,
didn't.
you can say that. That was no, that was all part of the planning process.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
sure. You went, "Right, we
Like
need
all
to
along.
separate that."
So oh, I've lost my train of thought now. What was
Sorry,
this
that's
one?
me again. It's like chaos.
Um, so
You were
yeah, what
pulling
was
all
I
the
saying?
colours,
Oh no,
you were
this
pulling
is
them
what
all
I
together.
wanted to say. I love I think everybody knows that I lean towards pastels. It's not a deliberate thing. It just happens, okay? But I really also like having a pop of like brighter colors within like pastels and things. And I just really love playing with colors in that way. So that's where kind of the pastels, the midtones, and the brights came in. But I really also wanted to make sure with this range is somebody just said, is my top crocheted in this yarn? Unfortunately not. I haven't had time. I do have projects that I can show you that I've made with this yarn, but this top is made with sport weight, so it would work really nicely
And
in,
that's a pretty similar pink-ish sort of
yeah,
to like maybe bubblegum or
kind of the
yeah.
middle
Yeah.
of the road sort of thing.
Sorry, we can just lie. Yeah, she made that and that's in her yarn.
But this is the Liberty if you're looking for it. It's on my website, it's on my YouTube. Really, really easy to make and would be a great project with this yarn. But yeah, once I had all those colors, I knew that I wanted some really strong neutrals in terms of, I also love to pair my colors with a neutral of some kind because I like the contrast. And I really feel like it makes a project really pop.
It it definitely lifts the colour if you've got like
Yeah,
and ties it
yeah,
together as well.
yeah. So I actually have these three colors which look so similar on the screen, and
Oh,
yes,
let
they
me
are
see.
similar, but there are subtle changes to them. So we have the first one, which is 01, which is
Oh,
ivory. So this is like an off-white, but it's not creamy. It's still got a really nice bright.
in person, they do look different.
Mhm. Yeah,
I'm holding I could be holding 3 of the same, but they
yeah,
really do. You've got like a cool tone and like a white and like a warmer
yes,
tone, cream. I can't get
yeah.
them to focus. My rainbow bright hoodie is too loud for my camera. It hates it.
I think you can kind of see on my screen
Mm.
um, that they have like a
Yours are
different.
showing much better than mine.
Yeah, so we have the ivory, which is this one here, and then we have the middle one, which is porcelain, and then we have number 3, this one here, which is cream. So one's more of a cooler undertone and one's more of a warmer undertone.
You can spot
Um,
the one I've started working with by its just dishevelled nature. But they're all really lovely, and it really does make a difference when you have a different tone of cream to
mhm,
work with rather than just
yeah,
cream, because
mhm,
cream is not equal across the
yeah.
board ever.
But also with people's skin tones, you know, if they are making garments and things like that, if people have a cooler undertone or a warmer undertone, they can work with that in that way as well. So they are the first three. We then have number 4, which is Dove, which is a beautiful kind of soft grey colour. I really like this one.
Very pretty one.
Then we have number 5, which is Powder.
Oh, look at me, I'm so prepared.
So this is more of a bluey undertone. So like a really soft powder blue.
Isn't it funny how different they look? Just on your screen and my screen,
I
look
know.
completely different.
But if you do go on the Hobbii website, you can see these colours a little bit better. They are kind of true to colour on the website. And then the bottom one, which is so beautiful, that's called Blush, and it's got like a purpley undertone to them.
It's
So
really
very
pretty.
subtle differences, but they are all gorgeous.
So you say subtle differences, and they are subtle, but I'm looking at them now and I'm seeing grey,
Yeah,
blue, lilac-y kind of
yeah.
grey. They just look subtle
On the
on
camera.
camera. Yeah. It's quite frustrating. I want people to be able to see, like, with my actual eyes.
Yeah,
Not
I
my
think
eyes, obviously that'd be weird, but
I think when people see this in the flesh, they will be like, oh yeah, okay, I get why she's being a crazy person about it. Like I'm like gushing over it.
I mean, getting excited about 3 different slight changes of cream. But, like, I get it. I absolutely get it.
Yeah. And then we have Biscotti, which is really lovely. This is number 7. So Biscotti. Gorgeous, gorgeous colour. Do you know what? I've just realised that I don't have my mitts here with me. I didn't show you my mitts last night either. I've made some mitts.
I have linked to below in the description, I've linked to your blog post, which talks about your yarn, shows all the colours, and also it talks about the patterns. So it shows all your patterns there too.
Yeah,
Because
so
they're like the sweet little fingerless mitts, right?
yes, and they've got such gorgeous texture to them. They're gorgeous. I've called them the coffee and cream.
Did you use these colours by any chance?
Yes, yes. Very predictable. But there are, if you're thinking, well, I'm not sure what to make with this yarn, I do have the free patterns available on Hobbii so that you can go and check them out. And I will show you those a little bit.
And the yarn does go a lot further than I thought it would.
Yeah, so you get 180 yards, and these are 50-gram balls.
Yeah, it definitely, because I mean, granted, I did use all the midtones for my scarf, but like you can see how much I have left over. I've got like half a ball. I could have made the scarf twice as long or made 2 of them. So like the sort of, even though you go, oh, it's only 50 grams, because it's fine, you get a lot of meterage.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Okay, so if we move on to like the color categories now, so we have greens, blues, pinks, yellows, corals, purples. I'm looking at them here if you can't tell. Raspberries and then aquas. And then within all of these colors, there's the 3 undertones, all apart from the greens. So I have the 2 greens just here, which are gorgeous. I love them so much. We have number 8, which is light moss, and then number 9, which is tea green.
Really pretty. I really like this one. I like it so much. It's what I'm using in this little scrap thing here, which I promise one day will be a lovely, great, big, beautiful wrap. But at the moment, it's this. But I liked it so much. It was that. I was a little bit disappointed there wasn't a bright green, but I appreciate it's not always that easy.
So there was going to be, but it came out it was not nice. It was not nice. I'll have to see if I've got the sample at some point and share it, but no, it was a instant no. And in all honesty, we didn't have time to kind of redevelop and get them re-dyed, because it's a long process. It takes a long time, and we needed to get this in production.
How long did it take? Just from start, like sort of from Hobbii saying, hey, you want to do a yarn, and you going, hell yeah. Like what sort of process are we talking? Months, years?
Yeah, 18 months, maybe even more. Yeah.
Wow.
Process.
How have you kept it quiet the whole
To be honest, I was able to share a little bit because I shared within my crochet membership. So I got my kind of excitement out and shared it with them.
Well, I mean, if that's not reason to join your membership, how's
Yeah.
that for a
Yeah.
quiet little thing? If you want all the secret gossip months before
Yeah.
it is released to the public,
They
join your
did
membership, because
do this.
that's the one thing you didn't mention in the beginning is your membership, because you do
Yeah.
have, well, I don't want to derail the yarn, but you do have an amazing little yarn community,
Yeah.
crochet community of your own, hosted off YouTube behind little secret doors,
Yeah.
which is you're open for memberships, right? You're open for new people to come in.
Absolutely, yeah. So you can head across to thecrochetcommunity.com, and then we have all of the information there. There's monthly options where you can cancel at any time, yearly options as well. We host like live videos with myself. We do crochet classrooms with a lovely lady called Marion. You might have heard of Marion before or seen her before from podcasts and different places. So she does a crochet classroom. We do a virtual crochet club every month. We have an exclusive workshop or pattern every month. And not to mention, you get access to my entire library of patterns.
Is that all? Is that all? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. We have an app. Yeah, we have an app, and on the app there is my yarn stash. So you could input all of this new yarn into your yarn stash, and you've got your virtual library of what you have, and you can allocate it to what you're working on, because you have your project journal as well, where you can input everything. It's just amazing. I really would gush about it for so many hours, because myself and the team have poured so much love and hard work into it, and we're all so passionate about it, and it's just lovely to see members coming in and chatting and sharing and being so supportive of each other. So yes, there's monthly options, there's yearly options if you want to save, and then also if you want somebody to gift you a membership, you can also purchase a gifted membership, which is
That's
available.
so sweet of you. Is that what's going to happen after this live stream? Are you going to give me a membership? Oh, Sarah-Jayne.
You to do a workshop though, Robin. We'd love to have you, to put you on the spot.
Well, I mean, who wouldn't want this expertise? I will, after the live stream, I will link to your crochet community below. It's one thing I didn't actually, I got so carried away with setting out all the yarn on my sofa. Actually, if I just pan out, you might be able to see what chaos I'm in. I have yarn all around me. I don't even know if you can see that there. So let's crop that out. But yes, okay. The greens. Then
somebody's asking, will it be available in other places? And no, it won't. It's a collaboration with Hobbii. So they
a Hobbii exclusive. Hobbii.
Yeah, it's an exclusive with them, so only available on their website, because
but they do ship. They ship very quickly to a lot of places. I don't think they ship to Australia anymore, but that aside,
Australia, which is very sad. I've had a lot of people ask me to beg them to to ship to Australia. I'm like, I just don't have that power. I'm sorry.
Yes. Give it time.
Oh, gosh. But yes, the greens, we digress.
The greens are very pretty, and this one very pretty. I've forgotten the name of it. Tea
green and light moss. The light moss is the top. And when I was thinking about these greens, I literally had this kind of thing in mind. So this is a pattern I'm working on with this yarn. This is going to be a granny square cardigan.
It's a very small cardigan.
Yeah, it's tiny. It's very small
cardigan for ants.
Yeah, there are a lot of squares. But it's fine. I've been listening to my audiobook and cracking on with all those squares. But yeah, these are the greens.
Put them down.
I love them. Let's move on to
my next pile. I'm poised.
The blues.
I think I've picked up the right blue pile.
Yes, that's right.
And I do apologise for the little flat beret on top of the yarn that I have been using. It's really not the best advertisement for you. Let me see if I can plump it up a bit.
It looks like a hat. Yeah, it does look like
Yeah,
a
a
hat.
little beret.
Okay, so we have light mint, which is number 10, just here. The middle one is the mid-tone, and that is number 11, cornflower.
Oh, my camera hates me. Sorry. At least yours are in focus.
Okay, and then the bottom one is number 12, which is sky blue. And they
It's a
are,
really pretty blue,
yeah,
that one.
all so beautiful.
Really, really pretty. I like that they all go together as well, because technically when I first laid these out, when I was grabbing them out of the pack, I
Mhm,
set them in like pastels, mid-tones,
mhm,
brights. I didn't set them out like how you have them here with,
mhm.
just the colors together. So it's
Yeah,
been quite nice for me to actually like revisit what they actually look like when you group them
yeah,
together in color rather than like category.
yeah,
Does that make sense?
yeah. No,
You're very politely saying yes, Robin, you're making sense. She's not making any sense.
sure. So they all just work so well together. There's like endless combinations of how you can use these. Kathy's ordered the biscotti and the sky
Ooh.
blue.
Oh, cracking combination.
Yeah.
Have I
She
got the
says,
right
"We can
ones?
use them together." She said, "Why not? That looks gorgeous. I like
It'd look
that."
even nicer if, I could get right. If I patiently wait. I think it's my Rainbow Bright. It's my Rainbow Bright top is
Yeah.
distracting. My camera is just like, "Help." Oh,
There
there
we
we
go.
go. Finally. Really pretty combination.
This is a sport weight, Laurie. Laurie was just asking the weight. So number 2, fine, which is sport weight. Pinks. Are we ready for pinks?
I'm going to the other side of the sofa for these. I'm moving across, which means I can now not worry too much if these all roll off because they keep escaping. Oh, right.
Oh,
Have I got the right ones?
yes.
I have.
That's
How
so we
different they
have
look again.
number 13, which is pink lemonade. Number 14, ballerina. And number 15, which is bubblegum. And look how my nails match bubblegum. That was
And
not
look
done.
how peachy it looks in my light. And
Yeah,
this is so not the Biscoff looked spot on, but my
yeah,
pinks suddenly now look really peachy. Yours are
yeah,
definitely more true to life with my
yeah.
little squashed ball in the middle there. Yeah.
And
Oh,
your hair is apparently matching the yarn. Did you do that on purpose?
no, but there is a colour later on down the line that really does match my hair. So there's quite a few down here. Oh,
Yellows. Do we have any yellow lovers? Because I actually really do like yellow.
they're my
Actually,
favourites.
yellow. I think yellow is one of my colours. Because I'm a light spring, if you haven't have guessed, in terms of colour analysis.
I love that you think I have the first clue about colour analysis. Oh, yeah, obviously you're a spring. Have you seen what I'm wearing? Do I look like I do colour analysis?
Okay, so
Speaking to the wrong person here.
okay, so this is the yellows. So we have buttermilk, which I love. We have corn. Sorry, buttermilk is 16, corn is 17, and then harvest is 18.
Which is my favourite as well.
You know what? I knew you was going to say that before you even said it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
These 3 are just chef's kiss. They're so pretty,
yeah.
especially for anyone who is a spring on your colour analysis. I mean, they're perfect.
Actually, to be honest, I think if you were an autumn, you would. This is really, really nice for you
What am
as
I? Mardi Gras? I don't even know what.
well. You need to
Haven't a
put
clue.
your face into ChatGPT and ask it what color analysis you
Oh,
are.
ChatGPT doesn't need that from me. It doesn't need my but these
Um,
are my favourites. These and this green, the
yeah,
tea, like, oh, perfection. Oh, well,
yeah,
let's throw in a cream as well. Why not? There you
yeah,
go. It's like springtime. Love it.
yeah. But yeah, this yellow, the Harvest number 18, that was also a last minute replacement because this one turned out illuminous as well. But we had this as a sample come through and we were like, actually, we really love this color. So technically, I didn't actually custom select this exact color, whereas all the other ones like hex code and all that jazz, but this one is gorgeous.
Do you think given you've already got 2 colors potentially, that you would do a neon edition? If you've already got your highlighter green and your highlighter yellow, are you tempted to throw in a neon, or is that just a step too far for you? Are you done with yarn? Are you like, I just don't want to have to pick another color for a little while? Thanks, Robin, but maybe later.
No, I love the process. I mean, that whether or not Hobbii would have me back for creating some more colors, I do not know. That would be completely down to them. We'll see how this one goes first.
Right, petition for neons. Right, what's the email? Who have I got an email at Hobbii? I'll be like, there is no black and there are no neons. Can we get that rectified, please? And there is no rainbow. There's no rainbow, like all in one.
That. Oh, as in like the print.
Yeah. Where's my rainbow print? You're letting the side down.
Could definitely be. And to be honest, when I was thinking about the prints, I was thinking about whether or not I should combine colors. There was so much to think about. They were like, how many yards do you want between each color? What is the color repeat? What colors do you want? I was like, oh my goodness! Like, I didn't realize. I was sat there trying to figure it out because I'm a very visual person. So I was trying to take some colors and measure out the yards and then, you know, magic knot them together and see how it would work up. And I was like, let's just keep it simple for now.
For now.
Yeah, for now. And yeah, I'm very pleased with how the prints came out, but you know,
I mean, we could also
keep seeing colors just next to each other and thinking, how amazing do they look? Like, just keeps happening.
Or we could maybe have a pastels, a midtones, and a bright yarn cake, perhaps. I'm just,
I know.
You know, all this. Right, I'll send an email in the morning to Hobbii.
I did start putting, I mean, like, just. Yeah, there's just so many possibilities. I could just grab any.
They all go together, which makes it so easy for people to color pick as well. Like I said, I don't want to be like I am blowing smoke up your butt, but I really was impressed. And if I wasn't, I just wouldn't say anything at all. I'd just be like, yeah, they're really nice. And then I just like, but genuinely, I love the whole range. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, I see the next lot. Oh, have I picked up the wrong one? Oh, see, now my corals look corally and yours look pink.
Yeah, they are definitely more coral. If I try and put the pinks up next to the coral, you can see the difference here.
Yeah.
Definitely. But when I take them away, they definitely feel a little bit more pink. It's the lighting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've gone too warm, I think, with my lighting. Too cozy.
We have number 19, which is peach. We have number 20, which is flamingo, and number 21, which is watermelon.
I'm hoping I've got the right ones. Yes, no, I definitely have. God, they look so different.
Yeah.
Even though mine are not in focus. There you go. Yeah. They look so different.
It's that incandescent lighting of yours.
It's very my cozy vibes. Yeah, this is actually more, I'd say actually my eyes to my screen. I'm trying to look. These are looking fairly true, I think, to my eyeballs with your coral ones. But like you said earlier, all the photos on the Hobbii website and on your website and anywhere you see photos of this yarn, very true to colour. Rather than us, sort of, we're like looking like we've got 6 different pools of yarn. It's the same, I promise.
Okay, so after the peaches, everyone went wild for these ones last night.
What, the peaches?
Purples? No, the purples.
Well, I'll hype up the yellows a bit more because I feel like they're undervalued, the yellows.
Yeah.
And the purples are very pretty, in
Yeah.
fairness. I'll
So
allow it, but they're not as good as the yellows.
I love purple. Yeah. But I feel like this is the thing. There's something for everyone, apart from black, obviously.
And neon. And
And
rainbow yarn cakes. I mean, come on, what have you been doing? You've had months.
I was limited, all right.
No, that's not good enough. Where's the
I
sparkle
actually
yarns?
I do think they originally said 30 and I managed to squeeze like 35 out of them. So we're lucky. We're lucky with this. So yes, the purples, we have 22, which is lavender pink, 23, which is lavender, and then 24, which is heather. I just love these.
They are
See?
very pretty.
See? People are going, like, people love the purples.
People love purple though. I mean, granted, my hair is pretty, there's a lot of purple in my hair at the moment, but I'm not, it's hard to find a nice purple, I find. Sometimes purple comes across too blue, I think, or it photographs blue. These are very pretty. They're very pretty. If you are pretty purples,
Yeah.
this is the purples for you. What am I saying? I'm just nonsense is falling out my mouth now.
Look at those purple hearts though. See?
You're all wrong. Yellow.
Fraggle. We have a Fraggle. I don't know if you know, but my surname is Fragola. So I feel like Fraggle, who loves lavender.
Is it Fraggle or is it Froggle?
Oh yes, it's Froggle. Still.
You'll take it, right? It's fine.
We'll go with that one.
Which do you prefer, purple or yellow?
Oh, we've got some team yellows as well, and I think
Yes.
coral.
I mean, we still haven't finished getting through them all. We're nearly there. I promise. We're nearly there.
We've got the raspberries to go, and if I really had to pick, then I think the raspberries would slightly take it for me. I absolutely adore these.
Froggle, you're banned from the chat for choosing purple. Damn, scooter.
Okay, so we have French rose, which is number 25.
I'm all the wrong way around.
Raspberry, which is number 26. And then number 27 is fuchsia. And I feel like this fuchsia never, like, it does not do it justice because it is,
again, so different.
Yeah, it's beautiful. If I put it too close, like, it bleaches it out. Like, it's just it's just so pretty. Really, really
It is
pretty. I love it.
It could almost sneak into your neon upcoming range. Maybe.
No, it's not neon. No.
Oh, does that mean there'd be an even brighter pink?
I have nothing against neons, but all I'm going to say is
Look
no.
at me just trying to influence you. I'm like, right, how do we get
I just want to show in there between the pinks and the raspberries. You can kind of see the differences there.
And not only the differences between our two different cameras.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, and then finally we have the aquas or the mints.
Oh, which way round? Oh, okay.
So we have number 28, which is duck egg. This one here. Number 29, which is sea foam.
Very, very pretty sea foam is.
Yes, I love sea foam. And then number 30, which is aqua. They are all very, very pretty. I love those ones. And I really love kind of the purples. And I had my teenage bedroom was literally these colors.
See, my teenage bedroom, I painted
neon
cow print on my wall.
Cow print.
So I don't know if I was trying to be edgy or what. It was the 90s, but I felt very bad for my mother who had to paint over, because I painted the big splodges with like black, thick black with a brush, multiple coats. Can you imagine if I go over that with some magnolia after I've moved out? Very tolerant. But yeah, no, I was and my moped, I had a like little chicken chaser moped, and I spray painted it silver with blue cow print. I was a bit of a cow print. Anyway, this doesn't matter. We're not here to talk about my cow print. But yes, I'm very jealous. You had a purple and what was it? Purple and blue you were holding up for your bedroom?
Yeah, it was aqua and like a lilac and aqua. I don't know if it was more that actually, rather than that. Yeah, it was probably that. My bedroom as a teen.
I think I've gathered all the prints. Yes. Those were all the like 30 solids. I wonder if I can oh, hang on, that's the wrong one. Oh no, there we go. That is the right one. That's the 30 solids.
Yeah.
And then right on the far side, Berry Crush. I need glasses, I can't read. But those ones down the side are the prints.
Yes. So these are the ones where they are a mixture of the same colours. And again, there's only 5 because I was limited to what I could do. But I did squeeze out more than they originally said, as I say. So first of all, we have Berry Crush, which is the beautiful raspberries.
Shout the number. Is that 32?
32. Berry Crush. Gorgeous. Love it. I will show you the project behind me just in that as well. Then we have, I think, 34, which is Blush Bloom, which I always struggle to say.
And this is what I'll be teaming with this.
Oh, nice.
In my plan. Because I thought, oh, I'll try a print. But yeah, there you go. That stunning. Look at the vision. Can you picture it? Really pretty one, that one.
We then have Coastal Drift, which is the all the aquas together. Gorgeous. That's number 33.
It's a bit more subtle on camera. But I promise it's 3 different shades in there.
Yeah, it is quite subtle. If I'll show you this actually, because this is one of the free patterns. This is like the little lovey blanket, and you can see that it's got colour changes throughout.
So is that using this prints?
It is, yes. And it just saves on those colour changes. Takes the hard work out for you. We then have number 35, which is Sunset Sorbet. I love the name of that.
This was my runner-up to the print that I was going to use. I couldn't settle on whether I wanted the more corals or the more pink, but I've played it safe and gone with pink.
Yeah. So this is one of the shawls. Hi, Aditi. Aditi is a TCC member.
Ooh, members in the house.
Yeah. So this is the Amara shawl. So this is free on the Hobbii website, and this is the print version. This is really hard to like do things when you're backwards seeing yourself.
Sorry, hang on.
No, it's okay. Don't worry.
Is that better?
No, like zoom back in. It's fine. It's because I'm like the opposite way.
Yeah, well, when you came on, I'm like, oh, it's Sarah-Jayne.
Yeah, so this is the free pattern on Hobbii, and this is using that Sunset Sorbet. And if you see the pictures, there is some pictures of myself and my mum, Mummy Coco, in these shawls on the website. So I've made it in this version, but then I also made it in a block version. Which
is that using different colours or the same colours but as separates?
No, so this is the print.
I love that pause. No,
Robin. So let me hold it back because I think you'll see. Look, so it's 2 separate colours. It's just block colours. It's using the ballerina, and I'm trying to think. I think it might have been porcelain, but it will tell you on the website with the pattern. But then it's the same pattern, but just in block.
It's interesting how it looks so different. just between a solid or a print. Looks like an entirely different shawl.
So I've made all of them, all of the patterns showing you in the printed version and also solid versions, just to like show the yarn off and just show you what different looks you can have. But of course, if you make this is the Amara shawl. You could choose any two colors. You could choose to do it in a whole solid color, or you could choose the print so that you get the stripe effect without actually having to change colors.
No ends. Always a winner.
Chicken dinner, yeah. And then we have the Meadow Mist, which if you've watched my announcement video, I call this Mellow Mist. I just had a brain glitch. It's Meadow.
Allowed. I mean, you've been dealing with these a lot, right?
I said it, I edited the video, I think I did a voiceover, and then I published it, and I still didn't realize I'd said it wrong. So this is Meadow Mist, and it's beautiful. So what have I made? Oh, I made the wrist warmers in Meadow Mist.
So you did like a solid one, and then like a
solid with that in the wrist warmers, yeah. So let me show you another pattern. So this is actually the child's version, but I'll put it on so you can get me.
It's because it's quite warm. I've got a full scarf. Have I got to put my scarf on? I
have to.
I'll do it anyway.
This scarf comes in two versions, the child size and then the adult size. So this is worked in it's worked in lengthways essentially, but it comes out in really gorgeous stripes. And this is using the solids, so it's using heather and I think ivory, but again, double check what the patterns say because it's been a while.
I keep getting baffled between the names and the numbers.
Yes,
I've not throwing me off.
I've not liked.
I just saw Rachel in the chat saying that she's not really a purple girl, but I mean, have you seen these amazing yellows? Just as an option. I'm just going to keep coming back to these. If you didn't like purple.
Can I just say like purple and yellow?
Oh, hello.
Look. Oh, I just love them. I'm so in love with this yarn. So that is the Renly scarf, but then the same scarf just in the Berry Crush.
Oh, I think it's this one.
Yeah.
The brighter one, yeah.
Yeah. So can you just see how it's given that really different look to, and like with no extra effort. Gorgeous.
It's great because you can make it like as a gift for more than one person. Just changing the yarn, it will look like a completely different
colors. Absolutely. Yeah. Super beautiful. And the yarn goes a long way as well. Just double check what the patterns say in terms of how much you need for each, but yes, these are gorgeous. All of those ones. Sorry,
no, go on. No, carry on.
I was just going to say all of those ones are free on the Hobbii website, so free to download. Now I just have two naked mannequins.
Leave them. It's great. They look great. So, I mean, I've kind of played it quite safe because I got a bit carried away with my excitement of the breakdown of midtones and neutrals. And I keep coming back to that it was how enamored I was with you breaking them down like that. I picked a range, if that makes sense. So I went in with the midtones and I couldn't really settle. So I used them all. So I've used all 8 midtone shades in a scarf.
I haven't seen
like no, you haven't seen this at all. So it kind of gives slight Battenberg vibes. I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit like a Battenberg cake, but I used all of them, all 8 shades, and I've got I'll put it on. I'm going to lose weight just by sweating under the lights with this on. But I was like, if you can't decide which color and you want to use all of them, that's what I did. But I have got so much left over. I could have kept going, but I was like, just calm down, Robin, because you could easily get 2 of these scarves, and it's, you know, it's like a proper
Good.
wide, but the stitch definition, if I lean forwards, because if I lean forwards, you then won't be able to hear me and it will sound like I'm whispering. But if I just lean forwards, I can show you the stitch definition on this nice and close. So yeah, you're in control, Sarah-Jayne, for a minute, because no one will be able to hear me. I lean forward and no one can hear a word I'm saying.
Wow, I love that. It's gorgeous. Yeah.
Just for the stitch definition
Yeah.
is spot on. It's not shiny. It looked a little bit shiny on camera. It's not shiny yarn, and it also has really lovely drape as well. Very nice drapiness, if
That
that's the
was,
term.
say, 4.5mm you used for that.
This was a 4.5mm, yeah. And yeah, I didn't carry yarn or anything either because I wanted to keep it like really nice and light. But it is, you don't have to use all 8 colors. You just need 2 and then as many more as you want. But I mean, it was so easy and simple. But yeah, I wanted to show off the color rather than the pattern. So if you're like me and you're basic and you just want something basic, then this is probably what you're looking for. If you don't want to commit to a full cardigan or a wearable or, you know, all those beautiful things that were being shown yesterday, if you're more like me and you're like, well, scarf, because then, but yeah, so I did. And then of course, obviously I'm going to keep coming back to this because I'm so proud of it. We have this to look forward to as well. My beautiful wrap.
But you know what? It's like, just look how versatile those colors are, because that is just lovely, bright, cheery, gorgeous scarf with so much color.
And this is just the midtones. It's almost a good thing that you didn't have too many, because I immediately went to the brights. That was my first port of call, was the brights. But then I was like, well, I can't leave out one shade because obviously I wanted it to all be in 2s. So then I pared it back a bit, and I also thought I'm going to blind people if I make this in the brights, because everyone will be like, oh my, all right, calm down, Robin. But the pastels I was also eyeing up. But yeah, so it's very, very basic, but I was going more for the color, because this is, like I say, I was influenced by your segregation. God, it's way too hot to wear that. It's coming off.
I'll show you the last, well, there is another pattern, but as I say, I've completely forgot that I didn't even have them here, but you can see them on the website. There's a link in the description where you can go, and it takes, does it take you to the page, Robin, where there's everything, the yarn, the
yes, so I've linked to your blog post where, as you scroll down, you see everything. So everything from the process to the photos of the yarn, and then at the bottom you show all that. So I just went straight to one place.
Okay, perfect. And there's links in there to take you to all the different things. So this is the Little Waves baby blanket, and it comes in the little lovey size, which is super cute. A really lovely like gift idea as well, because it's merino, it's super soft as well.
It really is soft, and this is coming from me who thought it was going to be itchy, and it's not.
When it comes to like washing these, I think it is, what was it, 40? You can wash it at 40, but obviously we prefer 30. Like, save the planet and all of that. But things are better at 30. But if you are going to wash it, you want to just be really careful when you take it out of the washing machine, and then dry it flat. Okay, because merino does have a tendency to stretch, which is lovely because it feels super bouncy, like you've mentioned when you're working with it.
Really bouncy, yeah.
Keep the shape, especially if you're making garments and things, you just want to try and keep the shape. So lay it flat when you are washing it, but you can wash it, which makes it really lovely for baby blankets. And just think how a lovely merino lovey as a gift. Gorgeous,
especially for like a newborn, when you want it to be just that little bit more, because granted, it's not bog standard acrylic, it is merino, so it is a little bit more expensive because it is merino wool. But like, if you are making something particularly special, especially for someone else or a baby or even yourself. Sod it, make it something special for yourself. Like, it's lovely for, you know, to treat yourself to something that
Yeah.
you wouldn't normally go for or opt for, or you might initially look at and go, oh, it's a bit expensive, but like you get so much of it and you can do so much with it, which is what I've really liked yesterday, was seeing what other people have got coming up, from hats and cardigans and like full wearables to shawls to you know, scraggles to scarves, like anything. It's really, really versatile. And I don't want to sound like I'm sucking up to Bella Coco. I'm trying to be genuine. Because I feel like, as I'm saying it, if I was watching this, I'd be like, well, no one's going to say anything bad about her yarn. But if I didn't like it, I just wouldn't talk about it much. That's my life.
we wouldn't be here.
I just go, yeah, it's really nice.
Moving on.
So the fact I have something to say about it, and the fact it isn't scratchy, which is what I was expecting, and it's got that slight fuzz, and like you said, it does look like almost like chainette. But I was really surprised because I was just like, oh, don't make me have to get a 3.5mm hook out. I haven't got time for that. But with a 4.5mm hook, this closed up so quickly. So quickly. I was like, well, that's a win. So, but yeah, I genuinely like it. And that's not just me saying that because you're in front of me. Well, this is where I actually, once you leave, I'll do another live stream. It's awful. Hate it.
That Bella Coco.
Who do you think she is?
So we also have the same blanket, but in like a receiving blanket. Again, would make a beautiful gift, or just something made with so much love for somebody that you want to give it to, somebody in your family or even yourself if you want it. But yeah, that one's free on Hobbii. That's using powder and corn flour. So that's one of the neutrals with the corn flour, which is the blue.
Is this the one that in the mid-tone that I used?
11 and then number 5.
Potluck. That is not number 5. I can't. My eyeballs can't be. Number 5. There we go. These two together.
Yes.
And how many did you use?
I knew you were going to say that, and I don't know.
It's in the pattern. It will be in the pattern.
It's all there.
Well, I do hope that people try it. And like you said, you've even got like a pattern for like fingerless mitts. It's only like one or two, one ball of, I'd imagine just one would make a pair of.
But also, those ones are on the Hobbii website. But I do have this pattern coming out, which is coming to my channel and to my blog and as a PDF, which is a little neckerchief, which is super cute. I absolutely.
You've been all chic. It's me with my whacking great big scarf. Of course, you have a little chic.
Yes. So this you could get
for winter.
Yeah. You could get 2, possibly 3 out of one ball. So if you thought, you know, I've never used merino before, I've never used sport weight before, what can I make that where I only have to invest in one ball? And then, so this is a really good project if you want to make it super easy. There's going to be a step-by-step tutorial for it. And then you could just select any color that you want and give it a go. And then as I mentioned, I have been, this is my little whip work in progress basket, but I have all my granny squares here in prep for the granny square cardigan, and I really do hope that there is some yarn left by the time this gets launched.
Well, I hope so too, because I'd made a sample, so I know what this wrap is going to look like, and I made a small sample, and then I undid it because I was like, I'm not going to have enough yarn, so I'm going to have to put in an order probably sooner rather than later, because I don't want it to sell out, because otherwise this is going to be the skinniest wrap known to man. It will rival your little neck scarf. It will just go round and round. But yeah, I'm gonna have to.
All these mini scarves, they're all the rage.
Oh well, then that's exactly what I made. Look, perfect. Who doesn't want this? I definitely don't, because it's way too hot. Merino is very good at keeping you warm as well as cool, and I'm warm up here in the attic under all these lights. But oh dear, yes. Well, I mean, we have been, probably because of my serious derailment at all times, which I can only apologize for. I won't change, but I can try. I can try. We have been going for well over an hour. I know we were sort of saying that we were only going to stay for an hour because it's been a very long week for you, I can imagine, with it being launch week. Very long week. And I'd imagine you want to now go put your feet up and just hang out.
I'm good.
Just say,
if anybody wants to answer any questions, I'm good. But I'm equally.
well, I mean, if you want to, if anybody wants to ask her a question, go quick. Now is the time. There's me wrapping it up neatly, and you're like, no, wait.
Sorry.
Fine. It's fine. I'm happy. I mean, I'm just in my attic. But if anybody has a question for Sarah-Jayne, now is the time. I know there's like a 10-second delay between me saying this and you lovely people hearing it. And if you do have a question, if you put question marks in front of the question, I am far more likely to spot it in and amongst everything as it all goes through. If you don't have any questions, then that's also fine.
Am I okay to mention the code that I have?
Oh yes, I had. Oh, see, spot the professional in the room. It is not me.
So I do have a code that's valid for until the 14th of August. You can use BC10 for 10% off. There is also on the website bulk discounts available. You can't use it in combination with any bulk discount, but what it will do is it will give you the best offer. So if you buy 10 of the solids, for example, excuse me, you can save 20%. So that's really good.
I'll be scanning that after the live now then.
I don't have a date yet for the Granny Square cardigan, but it's probably going to be in September. I've got to film the tutorials. I've got to write the pattern and all of that. So,
well, I'll be my very basic scarf. I need to edit. I'm hoping I can get it up for next week. So in case anybody's got overexcited and has ordered a lot of colours and you just want something really simple and mindless, I'll be chucking that up. But yeah, you've already got a whole ton of free patterns on the Hobbii website and a whole collection of patterns from other people. If you are on Instagram, I think if you look up the hashtag Bella Coco
X Hobbii.
Yeah, X Hobbii, then a whole load of things will pop up where people are showing what they're making with the yarn and what they're making with the yarn. I don't know where I was going. There's no and what they're making with the yarn. So if there's anything like that, then okay, so you've shown the code. I did try to get the code up, and for some reason I showed everything else before the code, but hopefully I left it up long enough that people can scan it. I could try again, but I've got a feeling it's just going to start picking round. Oh, hey! I'm going to start scrolling through yarn photos again, which is what it did before. Can you is it the Libby tee you're wearing?
Libby tee, yeah.
And is that available on your YouTube, or is that a paid pattern or in your community?
So it's on my blog for free, or there is a PDF pattern as well. So the premium PDF if you want to purchase it. And it is also on my YouTube as well with a step-by-step. So this isn't using this yarn. It's actually using Hobbii Twister Solid, which is also a sport weight, not a merino, but you could absolutely make this in Bella Coco Merino.
And Cheryl is asking about my scarf. Tuesday, I'm just going to say it. If I shame myself and say, then the pressure's on, and this will be what I have go live on Tuesday. I used the mid-tones range, which I cannot remember the names of off the top of my head, but it will be available as a written pattern. The super most easy basic written pattern is one stitch throughout the whole thing. Couldn't be simpler. I'll have all the numbers and names of the yarns that, yeah, it will all be there Tuesday. I'll just say Tuesday. And then I've got to do it then, haven't I? Because I'm holding myself accountable. But Tuesday that'll be available.
Yes.
So, but
Lovely.
yeah.
Can't wait to see that.
You can though, because it's not. You can work out how that's made. It's very, very simple. It's very much more to showcase the yarn rather than being I initially went in my mind. I wanted to use the pastels, and I was going to do something quite lacy. And then I thought, oh, but I'm liking the brighter colours. So yeah, I just couldn't settle. So I was like, do you know what? Let's just go colour rather than pattern, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, but the wrap will be more pattern rather than colour.
Yeah.
But yeah. So does anybody else have any questions, or am I skipping past questions? So I'm not really even paying attention because, you know, we've got the professional in the room. She knows what she's doing. I'm seeing a lot of love for you just in general in the chat as we've been chatting, but I haven't seen any actual questions as such. I have a question for you actually, which is a question my daughter asked before this live stream. She was wondering where the name Bella Coco comes from.
Oh, okay. I will try and make this as short as I can.
That's fine. I mean, I'm at home. I've got all night.
Basically, when I first started blogging, like many years ago, I had like a bit of a beauty blog because I used to be a beauty therapist. And I always thought that when I had my own salon, because that was my dream, that I would call it Bella Beauty. But the name of that was taken.
How rude.
Yes. So then I had Bella Blonde because I had blonde hair. And then after a while, I thought, actually, that sounds like I'm calling myself a beautiful blonde. So I changed it. Coco was my nickname when I was a baby because I had a furry head like a coconut. So Bella Coco.
That's not where I thought you were going with that. Beautiful coconut. Right. Okay. Fuzzy head. Coconut child. Right. That's not where I thought you were going.
Yes,
I thought you were going to say because when you were studying beauty, you were inspired by Coco Chanel or something. No, fuzzy-headed coconut. Okay, ugly baby. That's what I'm hearing. I also I did see a question ages ago, so I have no idea who asked it, and I have no idea if they're even still here. Somebody asked about my Rainbow Bright sweatshirt. I got it from Truffle Shuffle. For if anybody, I saw a few people asking where I got it from, so I'd love to say it's mine from the 80s. It's not. I got it from Truffle Shuffle. So just for that. And also, Hayley, it is similar to the gingham blanket, but no carrying of any yarn. So this is no yarn carried at all. So you're not working over others. It's just one strand at a time, no carrying. So we're just some fancy changes in the middle that you'll have to watch the video for. You won't. You'll work it out. It's very easy. But yes. Oh, you have a question from Sarah. Did you learn right-handed or left-handed first? Are you going to confess that you cannot crochet left-handed?
I mean, actually, I can. So, ish. So, I am right-handed. I'm a right-handed crocheter, but I do flip my videos for left-handed. So sorry if that's
it's like it's trickery. It's camera trickery because I'm naturally left-handed,
right,
but I crochet with my right because I didn't realize left-handed was an option for crochet because everything is pictured with the right hand. So I just went, oh, okay, right-handed.
But I should do that. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say I throw people off because whenever if I'm ever sewing anything or weaving in an end on a video, I use my left hand. And I think people are so observant. I would never clock that, but people will say, whoa, are you left-handed? Why are you using your left? And I'm like, well, it just gets involved with everything.
So a few years ago, well, many years ago now, oh my gosh, where does time go? I actually went, you know, Kirsty Allsop.
Yes.
I went to
my mum and her friends.
Hey! I went to her house and I was teaching her how to crochet. We did this whole like video thing. And she was like, everybody's tried to teach me how to crochet. I just can't do it. And she was like, because I'm left-handed, and she was using her right hand. And I was like, well, why don't you use your left hand? She was like, oh. So
Oh, at least I'm not the only one.
yeah. So I picked up the hook and started showing her with the left hand. So I can slightly crochet with my left hand, like left-handed, but definitely.
So this is just me asking you personally because I'm nosy rather than paying any attention to all the people that are putting in lovely questions in the chat. Robin wants to know. So when you say with Kirsty, was that for one of her TV series, like her Handmade Homes or anything like that? Or
No,
was that just privately or?
no, it was through back it was like a charity thing. So she was an ambassador for a charity, and I crocheted a snowflake. And yeah, I was going there, and I was showing how to crochet the snowflake. So it was through a charity event.
Ah, yeah. See, my mum went on telly with her.
Oh,
She's in her
that's so.
book. Yeah, my mum's famous. Well, she was for like 5 minutes about 10 years ago, but you know, I'll still hark back to that anyway. But it's just when everyone's like, oh, Kirsty, because because my mum she sold the business now, but she used to make marmalade and jams and chutneys and all sorts. And Kirsty, obviously, because I live in Devon, and
Yeah.
Kirsty on top has a home here, which is not that far away.
Mhm.
Whenever we were at like craft fairs or whatever, I'd be helping mum out on the stall, Kirsty would always come over and say hello because they knew each other quite well. So I'd always just be like, oh, that's my friend. She's really tall in real life. That was just my main takeaway of she's very tall. People probably haven't got a clue who Kirsty Allsop is in the chat, but there you go. But yeah, I've now, let me see if I can find the question. I'm going to scroll back up because I did see a question for you. Okay, I'm just going to pop it up on screen so you can you read that there?
Yes.
I made it too small.
No, it's good. So having made it through launching this gorgeous line, how was the journey? Were you happy with the journey? Yes. It was oh, that's put me off because I think she's asked another question. So I was reading one in I was like, wait, that doesn't say the same that's on the screen. Like, could you see my cogs in my brain going?
Like you paused. I'm like, it was a long journey. It was clearly a very long journey for her.
It was
a minute.
trying to like figure out what was going on. I need to stop looking there and just looking at here.
Yeah, look, I keep looking over there, so I've got to remember you're all there.
Yeah, it's been, I mean, obviously there's been a lot of things on and off throughout the last 18 months anyway, but the journey itself has been really lovely. I mean, the process of choosing the yarn and everything like that. I think the biggest thing for me, honestly, has been overcoming my own like anxieties and like, oh my goodness, are people going to like it? Are people going to buy it? Are people going to like using it? So on a personal level, it's pushed me out of my comfort zone. So yeah, not to go into like too much detail, but I had a huge burnout like a couple of years back. So I've really been kind of building myself back up after that. So this feels like a really big thing. It feels like I'm kind of laying myself out there again. And yeah, it's been a brilliant journey, and I'm just hope that it continues.
I can imagine the on a real basic level, the fear of rejection must be intense with something like this. And especially what probably doesn't help is me earlier saying no one's gonna say publicly, oh, Bella Coco yarn, it's not very good, is it? No one's gonna say that. So it's like
people would say it by not buying it.
Yeah, they would. And I think they would leave scathing reviews left, right, and center, which is why I'm trying to be honest without it sounding like I'm just being all like, oh yeah, Bella Coco's here, the yarn's great. Like I'd be saying this if you weren't here. And I think Elise Rose Crochet did a video on your yarn where she absolutely loved it as well and loved the Z twist. Like I said, I was completely oblivious to what twist it had. I was just like, oh, it's quite nice.
Yeah. It was
technical as well.
Yeah, it was only when I sent out yarn to, people who I know and respect within the industry, when I started getting their
I'm not entirely sure how I got any in it.
Come on now.
Yeah, I slipped through the net there.
It's not until I started hearing their feedback that I was like, oh, you're okay.
Yeah.
Maybe this can go well. And I think obviously when it got into the Hobbii offices and all the staff were trying it, and I was getting feedback from that as well. I was like, okay, phew. I think this is going to be all right.
Yeah, no, I think if I were you, which obviously I'm not, so why am I giving you advice? Yeah, I'd be very proud of myself and be able to take a breath and just go, okay, it's done, it's launched, it's out there. Your baby yarn has been birthed. Now you can like chill out and get cracking on the next one. Chop chop.
I'm gonna enjoy this for a little while, I think.
Yeah, and I will link to your community. You did have another question, which is quite an interesting question. Was there any specific inspiration behind this launch other than, I'm assuming you mean like the yarn and the colours and things rather than, the launch itself.
Yeah.
Not
So
that it hasn't been inspiring.
yeah. So in all honesty, the very word that I had with this yarn was inspiration. So I started off with a document on my computer, and it was inspiration because I wanted people to see these yarns and then just automatically see projects coming up in their head, like to pick it up and can't wait to use it. There were elements that I really wanted to include in this, and actually it did have a different name to begin with, but we couldn't use it because of like copyright and all of that.
Was it Hooked by Robin? Is that what you wanted?
How did you know?
I knew it.
I called it Hooked by Bella Coco. I was trying to
I see what you did there.
No, it was actually called I wanted it to be called Inspired DK because it was going to be DK originally. But yeah, that just shows that there's so many twists and turns and things that you have to navigate when doing this. But yeah, that was the word for me, inspired. I wanted people to I wanted people to experience what I feel when I really get excited by colors or yarn, or even like seeing an image of something and I'm like, oh wow, that's gorgeous. I just can't wait to get started. So that was the inspiration, and that's what I hope people feel. I wanted to invoke that feeling. So that's all I could hope for, really.
Well, I think you've managed that. I mean, I'm looking around. Of course, I always immediately go to show everyone, but like you're all fixed point there. I can't pick you up. Like maybe, hang on. I'll pan out a little bit. Can you see how much yarn? Ignore my little doll. Can you see how much yarn I have like around me? I have got all 35 balls just around me, and it looks amazing. It looks my sofa looks great right now. And there is another question. I don't know how many more questions you want to answer because obviously time is ticking by. What made you choose merino?
So I really wanted to go for something a little bit different I've always, especially on my channel and things like that, I've always gone for the acrylic, and I just wanted to push the boundaries a little bit. I've always loved using merino. I've always, found it super like soft and beautiful to work with. So we started exploring the merino, and this is where we landed. So I mean, obviously there were other fibers in my head that I might have gone down, but we settled.
Cashmere. You strike me as a cashmere or
No,
silk.
actually, no. It probably would. I think the choices would have been acrylic, cotton, or merino. So
Interesting.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm a convert, and I'm not I'm not normally a yarn snob in any way, shape or form,
Yeah.
because I can't afford to be more than anything. I've got so much yarn that
Yeah.
it's sort of but I mean, it is really lovely.
Yeah.
It genuinely is really lovely. I'm impressed. Whether
Yeah.
that has any whether that helps bolster you in any way. You can be like, "Oh, I'm impressed, hooked by Robin. That's worth it."
Yeah, it definitely is.
But yeah, it is lovely, and I definitely would recommend, even if you just treated yourself to just one ball,
Mhm.
then give it a
Yeah.
go. Why not?
I think it's
Yeah.
easy with crocheting to get stuck in a little bit of a rut. And I always like try and encourage people to kind of push their boundaries a little bit. And I guess that's in a way what I was trying to do with this, is trying to get people to explore different things. So yeah, I'm very, very excited for this. Very excited to see what people think, and what they make.
And if you do make or buy, tag Sarah-Jayne in your makes so she can see them.
Yes,
So,
love
I
to.
always the sort of stuff I normally always forget to say. Sorry, I'm sitting here with a little doll. This is not
Oh,
part of the yarn. Or put her down there.
should
Nobody
put
look. It's
scarf
fine.
around her neck.
Oh no, you know what?
Yeah,
There we
that's
go.
the wrap.
Perfect.
Oh,
Perfect.
look.
No,
See?
she could wear your cardigan.
Yeah.
Perfect size.
I need to.
We'll just ignore the fact that I'm a grown adult, shall we? We'll just put that down there. But I think we should let you go, because you have stayed on for a lot longer than we originally planned for, which has been lovely. And thank you very much for coming on my channel. I mean, and putting up with my slightly unhinged run up to this behind the scenes. But
Thank you for
yeah,
inviting.
if anybody gets this yarn, try it. Let us know what you think. And yeah, do you have any closing thoughts for us, like it's the Jerry Springer show? Or have we done the thoughts? Buy the yarn. There you go. There's my
Yeah,
closing.
try the yarn.
I never know how to end a live stream, and it's always like really weird and really awkward, and like there's a delay. So I'm just going to say goodbye and start waving really awkwardly, and yeah, and then I'm going to hit the button and then
Okay.
keep waving.
Thank you so much for having me. I've really
Well,
enjoyed it.
thank you for coming, and thank you to everybody for watching, and I hope you all try the yarn.
Bye, everyone.